Hey, what's up, VC? Joakim here. Today I'm gonna do a video that is 100% spontaneous. So I had no plans to do a video today. Of course, with unfortunate passing of Shane Macgowan, I thought about it. Let me do something video, but focus on his work. I decided not to do so because there's so many content already out there on all the internet platforms. But as the beer flows or kept on flowing, I decided to do a video today, and that's what I'm gonna do. Of course, I'm gonna show Pocos records. Of course, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Shane, which I never met. Was pretty close to him, but I never met him. But I'm gonna show records that are non-punk, since everything that I've shown so far here is exclusively punk records, because that's what I listen. That's my preferred genre. That's 99% of the records that I have. And yeah, that's it. So how should I start this? There's no cheat sheet today, so that I'm likely to provide wrongful information here today. I'm gonna try to not share anything that I'm not 100% certain of it. So, and let's start this. This is pretty much sharing a little bit of myself with you guys, so let's do this. So Shane, I love Shane. You see Shane up there? Yeah, a good friend of mine did that for me a couple years ago. I do love Shane Macgowan. I like big Pokes fan. Yeah, that's how we're gonna start this. Huge Pokes fan since I was a kid. Had opportunities to see them with the Pokes, with the Popes. I saw the Pokes without Shane. I've seen them all. But my most memorable show that I saw Shane performance was Shane Macgowan and Friends, and this was at, I believe it was 2003 in Morecambe, England, at the Holidays in the Sun Festival, which these days is known as the Rebellion Festival. I think that year might be the last year of the Holidays in the Sun. And I remember that, it wasn't a bill. Shane Macgowan and Friends, Macgowan and Friends, and the people, my friends, they went to see maybe Coxbar, something like that, because there was like headline shows conflicting, and I said, fuck that, I'm gonna see Shane Macgowan, even if he's singing at the pub. And that's what I did, and it was a fucking epic show. It was pretty much Shane with a bunch of punk rock, British punk rock musicians that they will just trade instruments on stage, and they just deliver like an amazing set of his Pope's career. Pope's career was phenomenal. I could spend 1 hour here talking about my experience of that show. It was absolutely phenomenal. But back to the Pokes. If any of you out here, it's not familiar with the Pokes, or never, took a deep dive on the Pokes, I'm going to share with you. I'm not going to go into labels and ears and all that, otherwise we're going to be here all night. But anyways, these are the records by the Pokes that you need to listen to. So, Red Roses for me classic. Everything about this is fantastic, top to bottom. If you're one of those that wants to have like a quick fix, and it don't have time to listen to a full record, just listen to the Boys from the County L. And if you like the Boys from the County L, you need to listen to the full record. Most likely my favorite Pogues record. Then we got Rum, Sodomy, and Lash, another classic. The Sickbed of Cucullin, Dirty Old Town, Jesse James, Navigator. Well, what a song. No, Pogues is Irish, traditional Irish rock music with punk feel because of Shane and all of his background, but it's like pure poetry. It's beautiful. Everything is beautifully written. Everything has depth. There's no fillers. Just like fabulous music. Check it out. If I should fall from grace with God, that song alone should be enough to get you interest on the work of the Pogues and Shane. Fantastic. Pogues. This is Peace Love. Great tunes in here. It's not my favorite, but this is a stage of the Pogues that Shane steps away for some. He doesn't sing it on all songs. Spider gets a little bit more influence in the band. It's a great song. It's a great record. And last but not least, Hell's Ditch. A lot of great tunes. This record, I think, Shane's least favorite song that he recorded with the Pogues is in here. No, it's not. I thought it was. I thought La Fiesta might have been in here, but it's not. It might have been like a single or something. I can't remember everything about that. But anyways, stopping at Hell's Ditch, this is the Pogues, the Shane Pogues that you want to listen to. I know when someone dies, everybody loves them. So, damn, how did I do this? This is fantastic. We're having special effects and everything tonight. Shane is in the house. So, yeah, but I know that sometimes it really takes someone to die for the world to stop and appreciate the genius, which is the case. With Shane Macgowan, man, in my opinion, I don't know if he was a genius, but he was one of those human beings and an artist, and a human being that I feel like we need more of those, The man could translate to words his heartbeat, and that's so fucking rare. I'm here like trying to do a video about things that I'm emotional about, and I cannot say nothing that will resonate because I'm not one of those, I didn't born with that gift. So this man had that gift, and I think his legacy will prevail forever. The fucking Martians will listen to the Pogues one day. Last recommendation, and to wrap this up, Have a Drink with Shane Macgowan. This book, this is an old edition. I'm pretty sure you can find this pretty easily. It's fantastic. It's like I've read this book so many times, and I'm gonna read it again. See this? That tells you how much I smoke too. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's a pretty intimate, view, he's pretty open here. He pretty much just sat at the pub with his wife. She just asked him questions about his life, and the man just, as an open book, threw it all out there. She did a fantastic job translating that to words, and that's what you get. This is how close you'll get to Shane Macgowan, especially now. Check these out. But also, you should check the Crock of Gold movie. It's pretty great. So, for the ones that know the Pokes, but are never familiar with Shane Macgowan pre-Pokes, check these two records, Tits of Solo and Only in the Beginning. This is two records, one album, one bootleg. They compile their work with the band The Nips, or the Nipple Erectors, which was a pretty much rockabilly teddy boy, punkish band. Fantastic. Check them out. Check the song Nervous Wreck to give you an idea what to expect from the Nips or Nipple Erectors. All right. We wrap it up with the Pokes. The Pokes, by far, even though I think they're punk, I always thought they were punk as fuck, by far one of my favorite non-punk band. The other non-punk band that I'm an absolute fan, saw many times, I'll see them as many as I can, is those guys, Violent Femmes. I'm going to share with you, show you. I'm not going to provide details, otherwise we're going to be here all night. I'm going to hailing from Wisconsin, fantastic 3-piece Americana, rock and roll driven, with a punk feel. Excellent lyrics, excellent lyrics. Listen to the Violent Femmes is like understanding, urban and suburban American culture. Beautiful lyrics. So, self-titled, Loud Ground, 3, The Blind Leading the Naked, fantastic. And Why Do Birds Sing? These 5 records, you need these in your collection if you call yourself a record collection. 5, all fantastic. Musically, lyrically, there's nothing negative about these records. Flawless. Now let's jump into things. Oh, there's another one. The third non-punk band that I really like. And these days I only have one record, and a record that I bought recently. I love these guys since I was a fucking kid. Since I was little. I think I liked the Levi, the white Levi jeans and the leather jackets, and the Depeche Mode. And I do like all the early stuff, but I don't want anything. I used to have Violator. I used to have... It doesn't matter. But I bought 101 because I recall 101 being such a flawless live record, one of the best live records of all time. And this is Depeche Mode on the 88 US tour. This was recorded in Pasadena, captures the audience flawlessly. It's fantastic. Hit after hit, and man, it's great. Yeah. And they are not Morrissey. Yes. Another band that I absolutely love. I don't think they're well known, but they don't get as much love because a lot of their contemporaries take that away. But it's Mark the Hoople. I picked this one up because it was the first spine that I identified as Mark the Hoople, and I put it out. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. This came out, if my eyes are not fooling me, in 1970. These are all, despite the patch mode, these are all first pressings. It's great, man. Mata Hoople, you like T-Rex? You gotta like these guys. I like everything about them. Check this one first. Yeah, check this one first. If you like this, just take a deep dive into their discography. Even when they became, their sound became so made for the radio, almost like ZZ Top, post Fandango thing. They're still great. Mata Hoople, classic band. Everybody needs to know at least who they are. Next one up, Tom Waits, Small Change. This is a great record, but I like everything that he did. Bounce, what is Bounce Cheeks? I think I like that one, which is prior to this. This is 76, came out in 76. I like everything about Tom Waits. He's just, come on, talking about a voice that is clearly booze and cigarettes. So, booze and cigarettes, you gotta appreciate that. You gotta appreciate someone that drinks too much, smokes too much, but he still has room in their heart to make time to produce art. So that's the case with Tom Waits. Yeah, Small Change is a great record. Check it out. Let me spin that. Turn that shit. And I'm back, and I'm hoping that you guys are appreciating this professional approach that I'm having today towards YouTube. And now another record that is fantastic. I did a video not some time ago where I highlighted some of my favorite live records. There's this record I left it out because the records that I focused more was into the punk genre, and I left this one out because it's not a punk record. This is Hawkwind. Hawkwind, most known. I know a lot of people know the name because Lemmy from Motorhead was a member of the band. But I don't know how many really took the time to listen to them. So this record, it's fantastic. Space Ritual is the first pressing. Keep this shit in 2 poly bags. I don't know how much this is worth it. Probably it's worth it like $10, but in my mind it's worth it a fortune. So it's this full shebang. Double LP. This thing turns into all this. These guys in the 70s, they really took their time to do things. Anyways, Hawkwind, I am not educated enough in the genre to be opinionated about it. But they're not a psych band. They're known to be a space rock band. And this is fantastic. And I need to share something with you just to move on. Is that I can't remember what song is it. But I love this record. There we go. Because it's a record that is clearly ahead of its time. I think it's still ahead of our time. It's one of those records that I can listen to its entirety. Just let it play. It's like it's atmospheric. He has this vibe, you know. Yes, of course, he has this, you know, slow pace, you know, atmospheric sounds, and it builds up. There's songs here that are so fast paced, you know, comparing to what I was doing at that time. And on top of that, man, listen to, I think it's Masters of the Universe, and you will hear Lemmy's bass to a level that you was never able to, you know, to display with Motorhead, just because of the nature of the sound that Motorhead was doing. So it was not suitable. But you listen to this, and you will understand how phenomenal of a bass player Lemmy was. Oh, Queen, damn, I lost quite a bit of time here showing this, because the other day, me and my wife, we going through some pictures, and I'd show this. This is just the best of Wanda Jackson. She's just like one of those cheap records that I assume you can get anywhere. It's from the 60s. Wanda Jackson, Queen of Rock and Roll. Man, if you're not familiar with Wanda Jackson, hurry up. Next one up, and again, I'm showing things that are non-punk that I like. Johnny Horton, greatest hits. You can get anything by Johnny Horton. The reason why I'm showing him is because I do like him a lot, and I am Portuguese. My wife is American, and you know, I learned a lot about life, a lot about, you know, different topics through music, in particular punk rock. That's why I love punk rock so much, because he always, you know, pushes the envelope and on things, you know, things that are the theme or the hype of today. Punk rockers did it 45 years ago. So, but anyways, with Johnny Horton, I am not a history buff, but I do love history. Johnny Horton, listen to Johnny Horton, to their songs, to his lyrics. It really tells you a lot about America. It really tells you about a lot about the American Civil War on detail. It's just not like fantasy. It's like talking about facts. So I like him. I like Johnny Horton because of that. You know, just how I could learn facts about a culture through his music. Johnny Horton. Krautrock. Stop right there. I'm not a krautrock fan, but if I was to pick a essential krautrock record, I would pick this one. Kraftwerk, Autobahn. I have more of their records, but this is my favorite. So if you don't know what krautrock is, listen to this record and you will understand the direction that you're gonna take if you decide to deep into krautrock. Kraftwerk, Autobahn, first pressing. They're all first pressings. Sorry. And another record that a zillion people already showed on YouTube. I decided to show it because it's fantastic. Janis Joplin, Pearl. Nothing to say about this. And last but not least, I picked this one because last video I watched on YouTube was the top 10 box sets of all time. I don't have many box sets, but this is one that I recommend. Gene Vincent and the Blue Caps. One of my favorite rockabillers, is Gene Vincent. This is great. I think this has 5 records. This came out on Capitol Records in 1977. As the Sex Pistols were bursting into the charts, this magnificent box set came out. It's fantastic. I need to find a Eddie Cochran box set. One day I will, or someone will send it my way. And I had one more hidden here. Garage Rock, band that everybody knows, band that doesn't seem to be highlighted much, maybe because they're too popular, so it's not too cool to highlight them, but I will. Kingsman. This is 15 great hits. And they are 15 great hits. Killer Joe, Good Loving, Jenny Take a Ride, Oopa, Pahudoo, Fever, Quarter to Three, Poison Ivy, Fantastic Satisfaction, Twist and Shout, Money, Searching, Hang on Sloppy, Do You Love Me, and Shout at New Orleans. There you go. Kingsman, you can start your weekend on a good note, on a high note, by spinning Kingsman. There you go. I wish you guys a great weekend. I know these videos is gonna come out sloppy as hell, but anyways, I'm doing this for fun, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Take care. Cheers.